files is, oh my God. See y'all, I got toothpaste in my, uh, uh, uh. Okay, y'all, let's get on with it. Welcome to my channel and all that blase split, but it's a lot of things that's going on in the social media world. We're going to skim through a few things. We're going to skim through Stephon Diggs and Cardi B, little hot mess. We're going to skim through a tweet that Nicki Minaj made towards the Jay-Z and allegations. And we are going to also do a run through with some of the Epstein files. Y'all feel me? So if you got this far in the video, and I want to thank the ending story that deserve an ending in glory. The never ending. Yeah, you're right. So let's just keep it real, y'all. I had a moment today before I got on my platform. I was going through something. You feel me? And I had to step back a few minutes and regroup. You know what I'm saying? So, how many people that's going to come across my stuff this morning that's actually starting them a YouTube channel? You know, let's just put the scarf on because I feel better with it on. You feel what I'm saying? I feel better with it on. But I'm just going to leave it off. Just going to leave it off because I don't want to be hot, So you might hear that little sound. That's my heat. I say right here by the heat. I'm anemic too. So anyway, how many people that's going to come on my social media platform this morning that want to start a YouTube channel? So I'm going to start. I used to always do it on my other social media platforms, and I used to always try to drop tips and help people get motivated to where they gotta go before I get into my gossip, you know what I'm saying? Because you always supposed to leave somebody live with some great information, and you always have to have a call to action, you feel me? So we're gonna practice, let me go back. So I'm on my phone this morning, and I had to come back on my phone, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's teaching moments that have to be taught. So I'm in the corner of my room. I should maybe have on some more light in the background, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have on a lot of light right here, but let's see. Nah, you know what I'm saying? I do look, a little, Now, we'll deal with this light. This light is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So you can play with the light and kind of like get yourself to like look good in the light, you know what I'm saying? But you will understand what I'm saying when you're playing with your light. Okay, so these are some tips that I want to start y'all with. And I had to jot my tips down because I don't want to lose track of them. So, first tip is when you getting on your social media platform, do not get on your social media platform with this long hook. Don't be introducing yourself again. A lot of people that's coming on your live, they already know what you've been talking about all week. Well, somewhat. And they've been on your live before. So you don't need to tell people who you are. You know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be black plastered on your live, what your handle name is or whatever your station is. So you don't have to make a long intro. And if you noticed, I just stopped making intros in my videos. You feel me? I tried it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to make the intro, you know what I'm saying? But I was losing views when I needed them to stay on. See, your first 35 seconds of any of your videos, even your reels, you hear me, is your first important part of if a person want to stick around or not. You feel me? So I had to learn that the hard way. Y'all, I still got toothpaste on my face. Yeah, well, anyway. So get straight to it. So what we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about these mysterious two brothers that's in the Epstein files. We also going to be talking about Jay-Z and Push. But guess what, y'all? It was some more other stuff came about. Jay-Z actually been in the limelight with underage girls for a long time. Jay-Z was with Aaliyah when she was 15. Then, you know, he turned around and be with well, that's what they saying, because it's really not no record that she was with Jay-Z, because Damon Dash got a controversy with that. But allegedly he met Beyonce when she was 16 and he was 27. See, this been going on, you feel what I'm saying? So another thing, see, each time I talk about something today, I want to make sure that I give y'all pointers on what I'm doing in my social media buzz, so you won't think that I'm not trying to get to the nitty gritty. So this is the Epstein files we talking about, and a lot of people is breaking it down to the EP files. You hear me? Um, Talking about this, you have to stay in guidelines and policies. You hear me? If you want to get monetized, you hear me? So you need to ask, and you need to stay in guidelines and policy of the things that you can't do or say. We is gonna see my screen today. You feel what I'm saying? But for right now, I'm gonna just be running off at the mouth. Okay. That's when you get that yellow icon, that yellow dollar sign, and this for content creators. If you don't stay in guidelines and policies, even in doing your lives, then you will get the yellow icon. So that means you're gonna be limited to be able to get revenue from that certain video. Okay, when I get through with my live today, my live stream, YouTube is actually going to save a highlight that I'm going to have in my live. You hear me? Now, my highlight might not be nothing but one unique view, you know. But the highlight ain't pushing likes. You know what I'm saying? Your highlight is the most moment that you have views popping on. You hear me? So when you doing a live, you gonna say something that's gonna get that person to click on it. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta keep on going. You can't care about if it got one view or no views up there. You have to keep on with your live. You have to pretend. You hear me? This is like acting. You hear me? Huh? Hey, friend. How you doing, friend? Hey, Bama. Hey, Bama. What's up? 101. So, I'm hoping that you feeling better, friend. And it is some things going on, friend. I'm telling you. My mama unfortunately then lost two of her friends back to back, like, you know, like I'm talking about days apart. And it got to do with people having bad health and being under the weather a lot. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, I'm trying to stay in guidelines and policies, right? So certain illnesses you cannot mention, you hear me, on your live 101 if you want to stay monetized, and if you don't want to see the yellow icon sticker, you feel me? So I want to see the green icon sticker on this platform. And so I'm just going to say certain things that's out here that we keep getting attracted with is tapping on our immune system. It's like tap, 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 tap. You hear me? And every time you get certain viruses, your immune system can only stand up so much from the first time. You hear me? Remember, we got antibodies that try to get our body to heal and try to fight off different things. You hear me? So now you have to research the herbs that you need for your body to fight off certain things, right? So detoxing your colon is the start. I know I have been really down and fatigued and all that, and I decided to start back detoxing. I decided to start, you know, boo-booing again. You feel me? And I've been feeling positive. I've been getting back my emotions. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've been very emotional on this rad with YouTube and other platforms, because I'm not bringing in that revenue that I expected. You feel me? So I've been disappointed, really disappointed with my progress. But I know that this is how it happens. Things get into your universe and your way. People, women, men, friends, and it try to slow you down, and obstacles, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get past this obstacle, friend, to stay motivated within my YouTube channel. You feel what I'm saying? Look, I'm telling you, look, I had some sour sop leaf. I had ordered me some from Yaki. You feel me? And it was they was expensive. I'm not gonna lie. They was about $60. And it took at least 45 days before I got them. And I'm just telling you some of the bad part about it. But the best part about it is that when I did receive the leaves, they was beautiful. They wasn't damaged. They wasn't old. You feel me? And they was different from anything I had ever had in my life. So how you do the sour sop leaf is you take the leaf and you soak it for like 20 minutes before you even brew it or steep it. You feel what I'm saying? So I soaked the leaf. I boiled the leaf for about, till it boiled. And then I turned it off and I let it steep. And this was my first time using sour sop leaf. And I didn't understand it. So when I first got the sour sop leaf, I had the cup, and it was different. I was relaxed. My congestion was different. My sinuses was different. Ooh, I slept like a baby. I was relaxed. Like I can't say I was blown off the tea, but it kind of felt like it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I really want to experience that tea again, and that tea have so many benefits to it. Them leaves, you hear me? Them leaves, they help with so much viruses and bacteria that build up in us. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? We can't get them in the United States. You know what I'm saying? You can get them, at your different holistic stores and stuff like that. But guess what? Um, the herbal stores that I found out, they are old leaves. They not good leaves. And the best stores to probably go back, buy them from is maybe them Arab stores that sell oils, them fresh oils out of it, pure oil, because oils, diffusion oils, eucalyptus, what you call that, oil? It's the oil of the oil, the granddaddy of the oil. I think about it. It should come to me. But anyway, eucalyptus oils and stuff like that, and different kind of essential oils are really great to have around the house when you're not feeling good. And remember, this is not a medical advice or nothing. This just is my own personal research and the things that I had to go through with my own son going in the hospital 1 year with a simple cold. And then all of a sudden, he couldn't walk no more, like the same day. you know, and they was talking about he wasn't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all the things and that I did in the process of also using man-made medicine. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to, give you no medical advice, but I'm trying to tell you that some things that we need to heal naturally with are the things that's right here in our own home or backyard. And they not going to really tell us because we are research. You know what I'm saying? When you go into the doctor, they come in first with the nurse, right? The nurse take in all the information and all the research, right? Huh? And then all of a sudden, then you get the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Huh? So you just research. You know what I'm saying? And then they might sit there, the doctor sometimes Google your symptoms in front of you, with they Google or they Wik or Cyclopedia, and then all of a sudden they just give you a diagnosis, you know what I'm saying, by listening and taking in all your symptoms and putting it in the computer. But that don't mean that you got that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? It just don't mean that. You know what I'm saying? But look, you ready to break down the Epstein files? Now you know your girl about to get messy on social media, buzz. I'm gonna show you how messy I'm about to get. Let me bring something up. So first off, have you got really into the files? Can you tell me, friend, about Matthew Reagan and Phil Reagan? You feel what I'm saying? Now, did you get that far into the files? Huh? So, if you haven't, let me break it down to who they are. So, and why they so important. You hear what I'm saying? Because, allegedly, Epstein was not even brought out on whatever footage we gonna end up seeing when they do drop it, or the video that you can't get your hand on or whatever. They saying that the security guards, well, the guards, correctional guards that was on site that day, they made a decoy body and brung it out in front of the cameras, whatever they did. And they saying that the real body was handled a different way. Now, I don't understand that, you know, but a lot of people that day was fired. Even the person that was supposed to be there watching the sale, which was Matthew. That's the correctional officer. They got fired. That's his name, and he in that too. And then also, friend, did you read that he also had a cellmate? Yeah, Epstein had a cellmate that they not talking about, and I want to know who he was and where was he at when, you know what I'm saying? Like, they did not put that in there, and they just put it in them pages. Did you also know that the 305 million pages that was released is not all of it? It's actually 600 pages. You hear me? So 200 pages, 2.5 million pages is missing. And when I just read in the files, the Federal Bureau is saying that it's just duplicate papers. They saying that it's just the same thing over again. You hear me? But out of 6 million, 2 million, 0.5 is duplicates. I just want to see. You know what I'm saying? So you got people that's pushing for them 200.5 million to still be released. You hear me? So I want to know, like, you know, like, why we can't see that? You know what I'm saying? You know, so the two twins, well, not twins. Let me not say that. They not twins. You hear me? These are two brothers that have had an unsolved mystery. Look, y'all, I don't know if I'm going to continue on talking about the Epstein files. It's done got really deep. Your girl uncovers, look, I'm sitting here at my house reading and taking files and having my AI take me to things and take me to sets and take me to chapters. You hear me? And whoa, you hear me? Whoa. That's all I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? So some of the things that I unfolded was the email from Elon Musk. Damn. Elon Musk said that he didn't have no ties with Epstein. Elon Musk said he didn't have no wrongdoing, which allegedly is no wrongdoing, Elon. But you got a whole email that's saying, matter of fact, let me bring the email. He got a whole email in here, y'all, where he's been invited to a party, Elon Musk, from Epstein. You hear me? And Elon Musk is actually telling people to he telling Elon Musk, like, this gonna be the, let me make sure I can find it. Let me make sure I find it, y'all. Let's find it first. Y'all feel me, huh? Hey, how everybody doing, y'all? We just look. This thing is so deep because we got to talk about these Ohio brothers. And I don't want to really talk about them because it's been unsolved, and whoever didn't want these brothers around, they got them gone. You feel what I'm saying? They got them gone. So allegedly these brothers came up into play, not in the Epstein files. Now let's clear that up on social media buzz, because I don't want nobody to say I'm giving inaccurate information. These brothers is in the file because allegedly they come from the same hometown that Les Wexner come from. They come from the same area in the same hood. You hear me? One of the brothers was coming up to be a company, somebody big. He was moving from Ohio to California. Y'all hear me? Why these two brothers, you know what I'm saying, got found on the Indian Reserve on top of that. You feel me? Banged up. You feel what I'm saying? So that's something that the FBI threw in there. Look, anytime we see the FBI throwing stuff and stuff, we better pay attention. You feel what I'm saying, huh? Because that's a powerful thing. So for instance, allegedly these brothers could have had some type of wrongdoing doing it, and somebody allegedly could have wanted these brothers out the way. You hear me? But remember, y'all, I'm trying to think, maybe, I don't know. It's a very big mystery. Now I'm about to bring it up because Epstein he didn't leave no suicide note while they talking that junk. They saying that he left a suicide note. Now that's something that they not showing either. We not able to see that note. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm looking through my notes, y'all. Feel me? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, before we listen to the news article with the young brothers, Nicki Minaj made a tweet. And Nicki Minaj said, are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing, you feel me, y'all, minors, as as a way of gaining and maintaining power? It say, if everybody vote, if you ever vote Democrat again, you just as soulless as they are, and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do story time, since I was trying not to say what I know. Yet they continue to try to attempt to bully me. This is what Nicki Minaj say. Now this is what the kicker on this tweet. And she took it down, and you got to catch her tweets because sometimes she don't leave them up that long. So it say, also, I won't be releasing an album until my contract is renegotiated. Until I tell you, and she say, and until I tell you about the sabotage that this Rico is finding all about in Billionaire. So y'all, what, Billionaire is a part of a Rico, or is Billionaire finding out something about the Rico charge? Which, I'm not gonna lie, if you've been following my social media platform, I think his name is, I know he a bishop, and he had dropped a lot of names on people that was supposed to be on that RICO charge. You feel what I'm saying, huh? So, what y'all think? Like, Nicki Minaj said, also, I won't be releasing my album until my contract is renegotiated. Now, she put that business out there. Then she said, until I tell you about the sabotage the Rico is facing, all of it is all about a Billionaire. Now, I wish she'd come live and tell us what's really going on, because if anybody should know what's really going on, is her. You feel what I'm saying? It was a lot of things that's actually that we're gonna say be said. Did you watch my video today that I watched, where I dropped a video about some of the background of what's going on with why Harvey Weinstein and why Jay-Z and why Pusha T came up in that document, well, the DOJ. They saying that he didn't actually come up in the Epstein logs, addresses, and stuff like that. Get that clear on social media. But they saying that people anonymously called and tipped them off. Now, y'all, Jay-Z got a baby mama named Faith, too. Y'all feel me? Y'all remember Faith 106 Park? She don't really talk that much. You know what I'm saying? She been really silent about a lot of things. You feel what I'm saying? It was something that I wrote down about Beyonce. Let me go look through my notes, y'all. Something that I wrote down about Beyonce. Okay, bring you back. Okay, let's see. It was something that I wrote down about Beyonce. Let's see. I forgot what it was, but in this part of my notes, Crown Princess, it's a princess from Norway, actually in them files as well. And she got emails in there too. I was reading her stuff. And they was close, really close between 2011 and 2014. See, y'all got people that was also messing around with Epstein that wanted other people out the picture. Can we say? We just allegedly talking. It's just a conspiracy thought. There ain't nothing that we think we know about. But it's people that allegedly needed other people to be out the picture. You feel what I'm saying? Which is Jay-Z. You feel what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people didn't believe Tasha K because Jay-Z hit her with them papers. You hear what I'm saying? But it was a lot of more other content creators that wasn't talked about because Jay-Z hit them with them papers too. Now, if you a person, you can't shut down everybody from talking about you. You can't shut down everybody from saying bad things or assumption and things about you. You hear me? That's when Cardi B come in. You hear me? Cardi B is somewhat like Jay-Z too. You know what I'm saying? She don't want nobody to air her and Stefan Diggs' dirty business. See, she always want to look like that bitch. You know what I'm saying? She always want to look like she that, you know, that deal. Like she got everything under control. But that's not the case. She got a womanizing man. You hear what I'm saying? He rich. You hear me? He got the probably the eggplant. You know what I'm saying? You huh? And that makes a woman have to bow down. I don't care how much money you got. You hear me? When you got a man that's nice looking, successful. You hear me? The eggplant. You hear me? The bank account. You hear me? Huh? You got to compete with other women. You hear me? So don't never think that Cardi B not competing to keep that man. I know I'm that bitch too. She competing. You feel me? Huh? She gonna get something else done, some more work done, some more facial done, something else done. You hear me? All the time being light skinned with long hair ain't gonna keep no man. Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Dark skinned with long hair can't keep a man. You feel what I'm saying? So them are the things that we don't believe, but they relationships just like ours is. They thoughts is just like ours is. They just bank accounts is a little bit more well off than ours. That's just it. You feel what I'm saying? So they talking about. They have a baby that they have not displayed to the social media up because the other 3 kids that she had with Offset was all up in social media. We know their names, but we not allowed to know touchdown name. You hear me? Y'all feel me? So that means there you go again. Stefan Diggs is controlling Cardi B. He telling her what to do. I don't want my baby up in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? You better not be posting my baby. You better not be doing. You better not. You hear me? And she never had that type of control. She never had a man to take control of her mouth and tell her to be quiet. You hear me? So that's a turn on to certain women. I'm just keeping it real. It might sound dumb, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. You hear what I'm saying? So I don't entertain sharing her stuff no more. I peeped her. You know? saying? You got to sometimes come down to, you know what I'm saying? You are still human. Your bank account just, a little bit, substantial amount than a regular human, but you still human. You still got the same thoughts, same bad relationships, same bad breath, same bad ass. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not starstruck, you know what I'm saying? Because I have to realize that they the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? They the same thing. But Elon Musk is going through criticism now because it is an email in there that Elon Musk is getting accepted, and he's saying that this party gonna be one of the biggest parties ever. So Elon Musk also said he never been to the island before. See, these is people that we got running our government. You feel what I'm saying, huh? Nah, you got Donald Trump in there. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Steve Harvey was the first one to tell us, if you want to get rich, you got to get hungry. You got to get dirty. You hear me? Huh? They say Corey Holcomb is stealing beginner jokes. And I believe her. He's taking the jokes from the young cats that don't know no better to copyright their stuff and stuff like that. And he taking it and he putting it into his stuff because he learned that from the big dogs. You hear what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure somebody stole his joke at the top too. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? You got to be hungry. You hear me? You can't have so many morals, but you still got to be a good person. But you still got to put some dog in you. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? So, for instance, like Tasha K. Tasha K, if she didn't determine that she wanted to be the next Wendy Williams or whatever they're trying to say, she would never be Tasha K. Y'all understand what I'm saying? She have to step on toes. She have to breach contracts. She have to be doggish. She have to put the dog in her. You hear me? And she messing around with a lot of people that's in her circle that's doggish as well. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't get mad at her content no more. I appreciate her content. And for her to be able to bring that content allegedly for free without nobody joining her platform without getting paid. But guess what? You are getting paid. She got plus million followers. You getting exposed some type of way. You are making some type of, upgrade if you get on that platform. You hear me? That's exactly what he's doing. A lot of people was trying to steal Cat Williams jokes. Yeah. Well, Cat Williams wasn't playing them. He wasn't playing them games though. You hear me? See, Cat Williams really read all them books. You know what I'm saying? And people think, because you're not interested in that. That's not your niche. That's not your hobby. So you can't say you read, But I can actually say that I done read at least 200 books in my life. And I probably could have read more. But I started dating. I started meeting men. So reading was later on. You feel what I'm saying, huh? But you start doing things in your life to shield you away from the things that you know that you are great at. And that's, for instance, if you are starting a YouTube channel, you are great at it. It's just that you got to build the confidence to be great at it. You hear me? You got to invest in your confidence. You hear me? And investing in your confidence is not having $1,000 camera. That's exactly why I came back live on my iPhone today. I have a really nice piece of equipment that I can use. But I really need to use it for a demonstration right now. But at the same time, I needed for people to know that I can make a great YouTube video from my phone. I did today. That video that I made, that I dropped, I made it off the phone. I didn't even want to use the computer or nothing like that, or nothing that I've been using, the iPad or whatever. I used my phone. because I want people to win. I want people to know. And I should have told people in that video, you know what I'm saying, what I did. You know what I'm saying? So you can give out the illusion if you have the ideas. The ideas come from people everywhere. People anywhere. You hear me? Don't nobody own no idea. We have learned that throughout the hands of time. You feel me? Huh? Look, my stuff. You can hear my heat. Something. That's how you hear. That's my heat. At first, I thought that you know, I had bad audio myself, but that's not bad audio. You feel what I'm saying? That's actually my heat. You feel what I'm saying? But I was told this is my call to action. So let's just keep it real. Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? When I'm doing my social media buzz, even though we gossiping about other people's business, I'm still got a niche. I still got a call to action. And that is to help other people build their platforms. I've been like that for a long time. That's been my niche, but I had stopped putting it so much into my content because I started doing social media buzz, you know. But when you got coaches, because I got coaches too, they tell you that sometimes you have to go back to the fundamental. You have to go back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? What you start off doing that you like to do, and you add in and incorporate with the things that you are doing now. Because people must leave your life with value. They must leave your life with something that they learn. And if they didn't learn it and they think they learned, let them go Google it. You feel what I'm saying? So if you go watch that video right quick, in that piece of that video, I found something. And I thought I was just tripping. And I thought that, we going back to the Epstein files, y'all. So I thought I was just tripping. And I'm just reading through it, you know, through the Epstein files. And I get to this certain page, and I think it was in data set. I want to say it was in data set 7. Because data set 7 actually hold that call information that was called into the FBI with Jay-Z name mentioned and Pusha T. So I think you got like about 5 or 6 different PDFs in there. No, 16. Let me correct that. 5 or 16, maybe 20. So I can't tell you which one it was because I didn't keep the PDF number, but you just keep clicking through it because it's fun. You feel what I'm saying? And you being nosy. You feel what I'm saying? That part. You know what I'm saying? But it was a redacted name in there. And even a lot of other people is talking about. So the ODJ released a drafted indictment that was never filed. You hear me? It revealed the prosecutor was originally planning to charge 3 of Epstein's personal assistants as a part of the conspiracy to recruit and pay up underage girls. The names are currently blocked out, which is a massive discussion among people on social media. So these 3 assistants, y'all feel what I'm saying? They allegedly was a part of the person that was recruiting. But their name has been redacted. I looked at it, and I don't know why. Is they underage? Like, for real. I even asked that in my video. You hear me? Because I want to know, like, why. So I'm thinking that, is it somebody we know? Y'all, look. Who we ain't heard from? Anybody in the comments know any of the people we haven't heard from? Because y'all know y'all girl about to tell y'all, right? We haven't heard from, what's his name? Stefan. What's his name? The guy who used to do Diddy Umbrella. We haven't heard from him. And we haven't heard from Stevie J. Stevie J been really quiet. Stevie J done went somewhere up underneath the ground You hear me? Huh? Huh? And ain't no way that Stevie J didn't know Epstein. No way in hell. You feel what I'm saying, huh? You say you think me and you will be a great team. I do too, friend. I really do, because me, I'm all over the place. You hear me? But I'm thinking about some things because I did Farnsworth Bentley. Farnsworth, that's his name. Farnsworth. Y'all know how to get the name together. Farnsworth Bentley. You hear what I'm saying? He actually has been missing. You hear what I'm saying? Like for real, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's somebody else that I haven't heard from. Foxy Brown. Yeah. Y'all feel me? Let's get y'all look y'all girl all dirty up in there. Foxy Brown. You hear me? Now, Faith did come live in her stories a couple of times and made a few assumptions. People better not piss her off. You know, that's what Faith, one of 6 parts. But Foxy Brown is somebody that Jay-Z allegedly dated as well in underage. Y'all, that girl career is done. She looked done. She washed up and bumped up. What is going on with that? And then allegedly they saying that Beyonce got a monkey on her back too. They saying that Beyonce got a habit. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all feel me, huh? So y'all got to think about it. Why did Aaliyah and Foxy all of a sudden just disappear off the scene? Well, we know why Aaliyah did, but I'm talking about Foxy. And these are 2 women that allegedly was underage messing around with Jay-Z at the same time Miss B came in the picture. That's just my conspiracy. All allegedly. I make sure I got to say allegedly. You feel me? So the number 2 thing is everybody talking about is this fake body description that came out. So one of the most bizarre details in the Epstein files was the trick used by the jail staff on that day that Epstein died. This is in the files, you hear me? So to fool the media, they gather outside, you hear me, and all that other stuff, you hear me? And they said that they reportedly used boxes and sheets to create a decoy body. Y'all feel me? So that stuff or whatever we gonna end up seeing on the news one day and see the body coming out, that's not real. They said that it was is boxes and stuff. Y'all feel me, huh? While the other part of the real body was handled a different kind of way. That man wasn't ever... Y'all feel me, huh? Look, Epstein collected scientists like they was trophies. You know what I'm saying? You know, like for real. You hear me? For real. So two of the brothers that unsolved mystery and the FBI got them on their FBI board. I just want to look that up too. I broke it down on my computer. They want $10,000 for any information leading up to these brothers' arrest. Y'all feel me? And then the suicide note. It say while officials investigated and ruled his death as a suicide. The new files including emails, and they saying that is no note that was left behind. No. They saying that this note was like on the desk, which y'all already know. I don't know if you ever been, but when you go there, they give you this big old, you get to buy paper, right? And it be that yellow paper with the blue lines in it. Everybody get to buy that when you in. But they said that was what's in there. This is what the FBI said, and they saying was on that note was him complaining about the roaches, complaining about not getting clean, complaining about the food. They said that was not no note saying that he was about to be out of here. And then his friend that he emailed the day before he was supposed to be quote unquote unalive, saying that the email that he received, it seemed like he was depressed or like he was saying goodbye. Y'all feel what I'm saying, huh? My friend said that his brother said he talked to him that day. And he did it before it happened. He said he was good spirit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's in them records. You feel me? They say he was in good spirit. You hear what I'm saying, huh? They was in good spirit. You hear me? So, let me see. Yeah, get him time out. So let's see. Let's see. Wait a minute. So, friend, I'm about to take the phone off of here. And I'm going to take this off because I got a little hot. But we about to watch. We about to go. We about to. I want y'all to see it too. You know what I'm saying? But we going to go to the mysteriousness of this. These two brothers that got unalived. You feel me? Walking by the Indian Reserve. Now, why did they try to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did they try to even make it look like that? But then, you know, Epstein is messing with a lot of big people. He didn't have a lot of big people out there. Like, y'all stop playing. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? So, y'all feel me? That's how this mug is. So, let me go ahead and bring this up right here, y'all. Let's go up. Let me let y'all see it. Let's bring y'all down. Hopefully, y'all can hear it. Okay, can y'all see it? Okay, let's get down here. Yeah, let's get down here. And y'all, let me tell y'all, so and my equipment is not all the way set up yet, and this is another teacher moment. So instead of me trying to send stuff to my email and stuff, I just sent all the stuff back to me on my Facebook Messenger. Y'all feel me, huh? So if you ain't following me on Facebook, that's my name. But I'm just doing all that, you know what I'm saying, from my Facebook Messenger. Matter of fact, let me show y'all something while I'm on here. Let's go back. Okay, so I actually been doing Facebook for a minute, y'all. And I'm not telling y'all no lie. You know what I'm saying? I actually started Facebook, I think, in 2015. Okay? So it's been a roller coaster for me on Facebook. Let me close this out. And let me bring this up. So I do got a professional board, and I recommend that y'all get a professional board too. If you get a professional board on this, you will see this count go better. You will see your following count go better. You know what I'm saying? My followers is increasing. Where you see people on here that just don't follow everybody every day. You feel what I'm saying? These are my followers. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really look at them that much, but I do got some prestigious followers. Let's get it off of here. And I think that I'm going to put my following list on, let's see, let's go back. I think I'm going to put my follower list on private, y'all. A lot of people do got them private, and I'm trying to follow a few people, y'all, but I will help you build that platform. I actually let my blue mark go because I really got mad at the platform about something, and maybe I shouldn't have, but I'm going to start my blue check back up. So let's go up here, y'all. I'm going to my messenger because it's easy for me to maneuver my own messenger than be trying to get my emails and stuff, okay? So let's bring this up. So this first off, this is the brothers. Can y'all see them? These are the two brothers. This is, I want to say that this is Matthew and this is Phil. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's get out here. Let's go back. Y'all see that? That's what Nicki Minaj had said. See, this is what they telling you. This is what they telling you how that note look. This is how they telling you how that note look. I couldn't find this earlier. See, they telling you that the note said that he was just talking about the conditions of the things and talking about the bugs crawling on him. He was talking about how the food was burned up, how they locked the shower stalls for 1 hour without his clothes and all this other stuff. He was complaining about the place. Y'all feel me? He was complaining more than trying to get his life gone. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. So let's go over here and read, and let's get to this news clipping, y'all. I have to turn this down, and then I have to go back up because I got to see. Y'all feel me? So let's see what this news clip is talking about. That's not it. That's not it. That's something else. Let's go back. No, that gotta be it. Let's see. That gotta be it. Let's see. Y'all see, things look different when you ain't on your phone no more. Things start to look different. Let me see. It was a reason why I was on here, y'all. I'm just looking. Okay, let's go back. Let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. I think it was the reason why I sent myself that. I gotta think though. So these are the brothers, y'all, and let's see what the news have to say about these brothers. Let's turn it up.
Imagine 5 years without answers about what happened to your loved ones. It is a story we continue to follow. Today marks the day when two brothers from Northeast Ohio
Y'all hear that?
found murdered in Arizona just as the pandemic started shutting down the country back in 2020. Investigator Sarah Goldenberg first covered their case last year. She checks in again as their case remains unsolved in this week's Seeking Justice.
Matthew and Philip Reagan headed out of town on a cross-country road trip and never made it home. Their bodies found more than 1,700 miles away in Sawmill, Arizona, on the Navajo Nation Indian Reservation.
This is all just some sort of bizarre, surreal nightmare of this happening. This can't really be what's happening.
Matthew and Philip's sister Maureen Shear spoke with us last year. They grew up in Fairview Park, loving the outdoors. At the time of their trip, Matthew was helping Philip move out west for a new job, with some pit stops along the way. Matthew, 39, was an engineer with 5 kids. Philip was 29 years old. But they never made it to their final stop, California. Their SUV found stuck in the mud about a half a mile away from where they were found shot to death in a remote area of northern Arizona. Maureen thinks they were out walking, searching for help, when something went wrong.
It's a very, very rural area. Like, the chances are of someone witnessing it are probably very, very, very slim.
At the time, Navajo Nation had just issued a stay-at-home order at the start of the pandemic. Something Maureen says her brothers probably didn't know. Maureen learned Matthew and Philip had been heading to Canyon Duché National Monument, an hour's drive away from where they were found dead. This selfie outside of a gas station, now on an FBI poster, reportedly the last picture the brothers took together. What happened to Matthew and Philip Reagan? Maureen wants her brothers to be remembered for the lives they led.
I guess the comforting part was their last moments were together.
The family of Matthew and Philip Reagan is still seeking justice. Do you know anything that could help solve this case? The FBI printed a poster in the Navajo language in hopes of drumming up leads. The Phoenix office tells us they don't have anything new to add to our story. Sarah Goldberg continues.
Will the FBI offer an reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to a conviction?
I doubt if we ever find that out. Let me tell y'all something. Let me turn my thing around. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. Let's just keep it real, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this up. Y'all, let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We talking about some movie, TV type shit. We talking about real gangsters. Y'all feel me? Huh? They got look, it's an oil painting, and you probably done heard about it, but it's a oil painting that Bill Clinton is in. Let me see. Let me bring that up. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now, friend? Let's see. Can you hear me now? Did I come back in? Did I come back in, friend? Okay, y'all. Look. So let me tell y'all about that. Okay? So that big button on the side of your phone, right? When you push that button, it mutes your live for some reason, right? So you have to go off the app. Like you gonna close it up. And then you have to come back on your YouTube, right? And you push your live button again, and then your live button asks you, do you want to end the live or resume it? You hear me? So you just push resume, sometime your audio will come back in. I found that out the other day on my live, you feel me? So I just wanted to let y'all know that. And we won't pick the phone up no more off the stand for a minute. But anyway, let's talk about this blue dress, okay? Can y'all hear me now? Okay, y'all can hear me, okay? Hey, bro, what's going on, bro? You feel me? I'm trying to keep my kids from calling me goddamn bro, you feel me? But what up, bro? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the blue dress, I found out that, and this is a very mysterious thing about this damn blue dress, is because a lady did paint the oil painting of Bill Clinton. Now, why she did it, I don't know. But I know for a fact, usually when a person do an oil painting, is because that person is sitting there, right? Right? Modeling for it. Y'all hear me, huh? So maybe he did model for it. And maybe it was just the artist's sick thought to put Bill Clinton in this blue dress in this chair. But I don't know why she got the thought. But the bottom line is that how it ended up at Epstein house, allegedly, okay? Epstein was supposed to bought this painting at an art gallery, okay? When his house got raided, the person who did the painting didn't even know that he was the owner. He was the one who bought it. You feel what I'm saying, huh? And I'm like, that's kind of like hard not to know, because when you in an art gallery, you know the person that auctioned that off. You know the person that paid for that painting. You know what I'm saying? You know, so she's saying that she didn't even know that he had that painting. You feel me? It's just weird. Oh, he bought it as a joke to troll his buddy. Like, that could be funny, you know what I'm saying? But why was the artist So sick to think to put him in this blue dress. Like, where she get the idea from? You feel me? Huh? Okay, he said, that is not true. I am an artist. They don't tell me who buys my paintings. Okay, at least you was on here to keep it real with us. I'm just asking, you feel me? Because I am not an artist, and I don't know how it go. You feel what I'm saying? But when we watch it on TV, we don't know who bought the painting. I mean, we do know who bought the painting because they sitting there like, you feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, do it be like that? You know what I'm saying? When you at an art gallery, is you sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? Because, allegedly, Jay-Z like art. Real expensive art. You hear me, huh? I would think that too, but we got an artist on the live that said that that's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you know what I'm saying? So I could believe that, but I do have an artist in the family, you know what I'm saying? And he have created many photos of me and my children, like, like cartoons and stuff. And I heard that one of our paintings sold for a lot of money, at one of his art galleries. So I can say that me and my family on somebody's wall, you feel me? We don't know them people, you feel what I'm saying? But we on their wall. You hear me? I'm saying, and they thought that my family was a prestigious family to buy this painting from this artist and put him on the wall. And we've been knowing him since we've been knowing that artist since I was a kid. He didn't drew me since I was, I don't know how old, you know what I'm saying? He got pictures from when I was 5 years old up until I was, up until I was age. But he told me that he know a lady bought that photo. You hear me? Now, he didn't tell me her name, but I asked him who bought the photo, and he said this lady. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying, Let me see. It's true. Big money probably does not know, but I'm not that big. Okay, artist. Okay, that's cool. You're gonna be big one day. We're gonna speak it into the universe. You feel me, huh? You're gonna be selling 10 to 15,000 art pieces 2026 summer. You feel what I'm saying? It's on the way. It's on the way. You feel me? It's on the way. Look, okay, so let's talk about Jay-Z money. So allegedly, Jay-Z, and if you don't believe me, Google it. Allegedly, and the rumor is that he borrowed $200 million to fund that lavish lifestyle that him and Beyonce got. You hear me? So let's go back. Let's think about it. I believe he got the money before he got rid of that Damon Dash dude. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying it like that. You feel what I'm saying? I believe that Damon Dash was starting to leak too much of his information. Just like Ye. You feel me? That's his name, right? Ye, right? I keep saying Ye, but Ye, right? Huh? Ye was airing out Beyonce and JC shit too. You feel what I'm saying? And they tried to blackball that man. You feel what I'm saying, huh? He been speaking up on Pusha T and Jay-Z. You feel what I'm saying, huh? Now, we, the people, we see it in the Epstein files. Now we want to know more about it. You hear me? Okay, look, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jay-Z most definitely is. You hear me? I believe he ruined Foxy Brown life. You hear what I'm saying? I believe he had some hand in ruining Aaliyah life. You hear what I'm saying, huh? Because who was the person that made Aaliyah get that? Who was the person on the other end of that phone that told them to give Aaliyah that pill? See, who was that? Anybody know who that was? Anybody ever found out who was the person to authorize that pill? Now, that pill They got the same allegedly symptoms, the pill that Bill Cosby had. I'm just saying, the same pill that allegedly Aaliyah supposed to had is the same symptoms that Bill Cosby admitted, look it up, to giving his girls, and knowing that he wasn't going to never take one. So that's why he went to jail. And that's why he paying out victims. You feel what I'm saying? Silver suits and stuff like that. You hear what I'm saying, huh? He admitted to wrongdoing. You know what I'm saying? He admitted to wrongdoing. And I know a lot of us don't want to see Bill Cosby look like that. We don't want to see it. You feel what I'm saying? But for some reason, when them Epstein files dropped, his files did too. You feel what I'm saying, huh? See, we got to look at everything. And why is all this happening? Because it's 2.5 million pages missing. Anybody that I want to work with, let's just keep it real. Anybody that I think that can help me and my kids or help my kids get to a better way and they not safe for my kids, do y'all hear what I'm telling you? Get them gone. You hear what I'm saying, huh? But see, I don't want to be a person that because my daughter do casting calls, you hear me? I don't want to be that person that I get the wrong thought and then all of a sudden my life is ended because I done got the wrong thought and I done took it out. Y'all feel what I'm saying, huh? I'm that type of mama. I just make up stuff. I'm a Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? I make up stuff and I held on to it. You know what I'm saying? So I did a few casting calls for Tyler Perry last year. You know what I'm saying? And I really wanted to do them, you know, but I had to back up off of that drama. You know what I'm saying? As I'm willing to sacrifice my family, my peace to make money, fuck no. Money gonna come in your life. It's supposed to come anyway. God gonna put some food on your table if he's supposed to, or if you are worthy of it. You hear what I'm saying? He gonna put money in your bank account. He gonna put good people in your life. He gonna take you to the heights that you supposed to go and how far you want to go if you are worthy of it. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't want to be around nothing that not worthy of me. You feel what I'm saying, huh? Because anything can be worthy of it, but if you worthy of me to be worthy of, be a worthy part of it. You feel what I'm saying, huh? So some people just don't take their social media platforms and do what they really can do. You know what I'm saying? I can really sell my story. I can really tell y'all my story all the time until somebody bite the story until it's hooked, you know. But I don't know if I want to be dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to expose my parents' truth. You know, I exposed them enough on my platform. You feel what I'm saying? You know, but when you go all out, y'all, and you're going to make something great and good, you hear what I'm saying? It have to be the truth. Only thing sell and only thing got good endings and bad endings and the endings that you don't like is the truth. You hear me? If you ever read Donald Gordon books, and I read all of them, none of them ended the way you fucking wanted them to. None of them had no great ending like that. Y'all feel me? Because they was the truth. You hear me? They was the damn truth, huh? Say same, I want to be and I am a certain extent. Yup. Yeah, you don't want to have to always give them that poverty story to sell the art piece. That is very exhausting. You hear what I'm telling you, huh? And that's exactly what I go through as a content creator. You know what I'm saying? I get exhausted talking about my story. My story is very energy draining. And it can be sometimes energy filling. But me telling my story on the path that I have walked, And tired as I am from walking that path, I be overwhelmed and wiped out when I tell my story. You hear what I'm saying? I forget sometimes some of the stuff that I needed to say when I'm telling the story. When I rewatch myself, if I get a chance to rewatch myself, I be like, damn, you ain't telling that part, that you left out, like who was in the room, Like the stories be all over the place. You feel what I'm saying, huh? Look, that's exactly that's the spirit you need. Because if you gonna argue with a mother something, you hear me? If you gonna let a person dictate you or take you out your Pandora box, then you ain't gonna be built right for nothing. You hear me? To be a leader, to be an entrepreneur, a hunter, you hear me? You have to have some dog in you. You have to pump some brakes sometime. And guess what? The pump the brakes is the ones been around you, your friends and your family. And unfortunately, them be the ones that you don't want to pump up or don't want to get together. But sometimes them be the ones that you got to get tough with. Them the ones you got to practice on. You hear what I'm saying? You got to practice to be tough. You got to be practiced to be a boss, a leader. You hear me? Huh? Because leaders fail. All leaders ain't, what I'm saying, ain't the shit. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of leaders that have failed along the way. You feel what I'm saying, huh? And they have talked about it. You feel what I'm saying? Think about Jay-Z. He have not talked about not no failures that he have had. None. You hear me? Huh? Nothing. You hear me? He even tried to beef with Drake. That didn't go too well for them. It didn't go too well for Pusha T neither when he tried to beef with Drake. Then guess what? Pusha T tried to go over there and get him a visa over in Canada. Y'all ain't know Drake like God over there. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Huh? See, we just be on the surface of things. When things come across our platforms, when people talking about these celebrities, we don't really think how deep in the debt that it can really go and how deep in debt this shit really is. You feel what I'm saying, huh? It's a lot of people that's been silenced along the way with Jay-Z, Diddy, huh? Trump, huh? Elon, all of them getting to the top. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? You can't be a billionaire and you ain't got you got remorse. What the fuck? That a billionaire ain't never got no remorse. A billionaire is always an arrogant prick. You hear me? Everybody think Oprah the shit. No, Oprah did some shit too to get to the top. Yeah, she did. And she's full of herself. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? Along the way, Do y'all think that school that Oprah now do not have no control over? Did y'all know that? Huh? Oprah took all that $40 million because she promised Nelson Mandela that she was going to do something nice over there in that country. She built that school with that $40 million. Not one, but two. You hear me? Huh? And she thought that she was going to go over there running shit. Huh? Africa is a big country. Bigger than our shit. Bigger than fucking China. Bigger than Russia. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Huh? They ain't, we can say what we want to say about them, but they ain't nobody to be going to war with, and they ain't nobody to be trying to push over. See, from the hands of time, that shit changed when they started stealing motherfuckers. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Huh? See, you got to talk to language that we know. You understand what I'm saying, huh? They told Oprah to take her ass back to the United States, and they got this school. She don't run nothing. The government took the school over and fired her whole goddamn staff. Y'all hear me? See, we don't know why that school was built over there for prestigious girls. What the fuck? You hear me? Huh? And it's all allegedly. This just my opinion. You know, I'm just telling y'all to open up y'all eyes to shit. You hear me? Shit that ain't being talked about. This 2.5 million pages missing out that Epstein file, and we ain't gonna never see him. And the government said, quit fucking asking about him. Do y'all hear me? Huh? But something happened over there with Oprah and that school and them group of women. Epstein was, look at the files, he was all over. He was in Norway. Close friends with the princess. And y'all think this man is, he close business partners with Les Wexner. Les Wexner is a dangerous man, allegedly. Let everybody tell it. Them two brothers that we just watched allegedly got some type of affiliation with them people. They was leaving Ohio to get a better job. Now, what if we don't know if somebody put... No, wait a minute. Did you see that movie, Another Battle? Anybody see that? Another Battle with Tiana. Anybody see that movie? Huh? Okay, I think it's called A Battle, Another Day, Another Battle, whatever. That man that she ended up getting pregnant by, he had shamed this diggling. That's what they said. Okay? Because he had messed around with a black woman and got that black woman pregnant. You hear what I'm saying? He had got and beat death. They had sent somebody to take him out. He went back at the end to have an interview and apologize or tell his lie to them same people. He never even made it out the building. They went and showed him his new office and shut the door, and all of a sudden gas started coming from everywhere, and he just laying up there like, and he thought he had beat the system. Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? They probably told them brothers to move and had them thinking that if they move and start their life over for whatever situation they was leaving from, that it was going to go away. But not knowing that these boys wasn't never making it to another destination. Y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? This not no cold case. This is for real. This ain't no shit. So I have to say allegedly, because allegedly this is how dumb we supposed to be, that we not supposed to think allegedly outside the box to know shit. Just because we don't know these people, it is on black and white print with the Federal Bureau. This ain't no stuff that we've heard from Tasha K and them. This not no stuff that y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? This some stuff that I read that the FBI put up in there. Huh? Look. What? So you saying Westerville, Ohio is named after Les Wexner? Or is it named after the two brothers? Like, clear that up, because that man, if he got a whole something named after him, then shit. Who gonna speak up against him? And that's what my brother was just telling me about Diddy. If Diddy is the type of person that everybody say Diddy is, who gonna speak up against Diddy? You hear me? Go back and listen to... I can't listen to none of his shit. You can't listen to none of Pusha T stuff. Pusha T stuff is explicit records, explicit lyrics. It will get you some type of copyright strike, some type of, limited yellow sign. So I don't want to play his stuff. But if you go back and you listen to Pusha T stuff, because remember, Jay-Z only come out to come on his stuff. I'm from the streets, And I'm going to keep it real right now, what I'm about to say. He is a handler. And he more than just a handler. Y'all hear what I'm saying? How you think Pusha T old ass got up into them Epstein parties? How do y'all think Jay-Z got up into them Harvey Weinstein parties? Because they them handlers. That's how you get into the parties. If you got the baddest bag, and I mean, you know, the baddest bag. I ain't talking about the fentanyl bag. I'm talking about the real bag. You get in the parties. You get treated just like the president. Is you buying Pusha T albums? Is you helping him sell the fuck out? Hold on. When is his last album dropped? I'm talking about since he's selling out. When was the last album that he wrote? His stuff not catchy for us. We not riding around talking about straight drop and coca leaf. That's not what we ride around and bump. Only handlers bump stuff like that. Y'all feel what I'm saying, huh? It's the truth. It's the damn truth. Y'all hear me? And I say this is how stupid we is. Yeah, he got cash flow. But that's an all overlay for the underplay. If we really look into them books, that man probably ain't making nothing but 3 cents a goddamn day. Did you hear what I said? 3 cents a day off of each play on airplay, everything. How much you think we making off of YouTube? You gotta get 30 million views a month on your station just to make a $5,000 check. Ain't no small creators doing no 30 million views a month. Only you making money because you doing advertisement. You selling and you slanging and you banging on your channel. You hear me? It's like, stop playing. Go set up your... I can show you right now. I can show you right now that blah, blah, granny, nothing. I can show you right now. Let me show you. Let me go to my dashboard. Let me show y'all how much I... Y'all, this is not right. Let's go to the dashboard on Facebook. And let me show y'all how much you make for a wheel that got a lot of money. Let's go to the dashboard. I had to start back, y'all. Let me see, can I take it off without taking y'all off? Now look at this dashboard. Let me show you. Turn around. Now I had to start back, y'all, with weekly progress. Now when you become a creator, then you'll know what I'm talking about. I wasn't making no money on my weekly progress. Let me show y'all how disappointing that these platforms be. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. This how much money I made. Y'all see that? Look at it. Let me get close. They say it going down. I used to make another zero, a couple of zeros, but guess what? Ever since he changed his platform, we don't make no money no more. We don't make money no more. They don't give us no money no more off no content. Let me show y'all. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. This is my subscriptions. So I got 3 people. Wait a minute. Let's go back. Look at that. Look how much money I made in February, y'all. That's how much money I done made so far. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Okay, look. Now let's go down here. Now let me show y'all something. This not what it is. What's his name? Shannon Sharp didn't make that much money doing that Cat Williams interview. He made about $5,000. He didn't make that much. He didn't. Once he made that money that month, it was done. The watch hours started disappearing the next month. He didn't get no money and continue on getting no money off of that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Look, y'all, I got 30 views, 5 people engaged with this. I ain't make no money off of this yet. And it should be at least 0 point some cent. Look at this. Monetization, $8. Y'all, stop playing. This is a lot of work. I gotta put in a lot of work. Y'all. A lot of work to make this engagement go up. I need that engagement to go up. You hear what I'm telling y'all? I need them interactions to go up. Y'all hear me? My subscriptions, I'm going to start paying more attention to them. I got more people that subscribe to my channel than anything. Look at this. I ain't received no stars in the last month. Let's see, can we bring up some? No, we can't even bring them up. Y'all, 1 star, 100 stars, ain't nothing but 0.1 cent. It's a waste of your time. Y'all hear me? So, let me put this up here, y'all. So when you doing YouTube, you gotta make longer videos. That's what I'm doing through now. So I'm trying to get my audience, which is y'all, my people, to watch a 10-minute video. You hear me? So I have been playing around with it. I have been I just keep practicing and keep doing it because I'm not going to get it off the rip where I'm going to have that fire information through my whole video and they're going to come back or they're going to send it out, you know. So I got to figure out the formula. You feel what I'm saying? So I just keep on practicing because practice make perfect. You feel what I'm saying, huh? So when y'all see me do my videos and doing my live, I'm practicing, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Everything is working out to its own advantage. You feel what I'm saying? Ooh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. And look, while you playing, we gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you how much was that $9.99 that you just gave me. See? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know. Yeah, I got nearly 17,000 subscribers. But your subscribers ain't got nothing to do with if they ain't viewing your channel. See, you got people that subscribe to you because they like you. You got people that subscribe to you because at the time you dropped that fire video. But that don't mean that they gonna come back and support your channel. You feel what I'm saying? But they did support it at the time because they subscribed. You hear me? Now, after you getting your subscription on, which I have no problem with gaining subscribers every day now. I have got that part down. Now, my part is that I have to work on is getting the unique views together. The unique views are different from subscribers. See, I need all 17,000 of my subscribers to watch all my videos every day. You feel me? Huh? For me to be a bigger channel. For them to show my content more. For them to offer me things. You feel me? So what is a YouTube creator is doing? They working hard for that plaque. The plaque don't come until you get 100,000 subscribers. So I'm a long way away from getting acknowledgement. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Them 17,000 subscribers, they came and they beautiful. But I need 87 more thousand. Y'all feel me? Because once you get 100,000 subscribers, you are a YouTube full creator. But you also can get demonetized and they can still leave your ass at the bottom of the barrel really quick. You hear me? Huh? Because I've been demonetized before. And it's because nobody taught me. Nobody had taught me. I was going off my own spirit and my own gut. I knew that I wanted to be a YouTuber. So I just started uploading. You feel me, huh? But did nobody tell me when I upload, I need that studio? Because the studio let me know if it's good for YouTube to show it or not. See, I was uploading off my phone, but I wasn't getting no feedback. You hear me? I wasn't using no privacy setting. You hear me? And even if you're not using the YouTube studio, you need to be using that setting. You have to say if it's for kids or if it's for adults. You have to. Or your stuff will just sit there and like this. You hear me? You get maybe 1 view. Maybe 2. But if you do not set your video right on YouTube, it will not go nowhere. You hear me? Yup, you got people that got over 100,000 subscribers. And guess what, y'all? When people first started doing social media, you used to be able to pay for subscribers. Yeah. When I first started doing my Instagram, I had so many people inboxing me talking about if I get them $49, they'll put this in their stories and they promise I gain this and gain that and gain this. That's not the truth. If they audience don't like you or don't know you, you not gonna gain no followers off of nobody else putting your shit in their things. Y'all understand what I'm saying? That's just a gimmick. I could tell you right now, give me your information and I'm gonna put your channel up and you send me $50 and I promise you gonna gain at least 100 subscribers by the end of this month. I'm just lying. Because my people don't know nothing about you. You got to build your own audience. You feel what I'm saying? People just lying. They can't help you get subscribers. They can only help you get on your way. Now, to get some subscribers on YouTube, you need to get your family members with their hating asses to watch your videos, comment on your videos, and share your videos to their platforms. Just like I did 5 years ago. You know, everybody should share it. Just watch it for 2 minutes. You know, I was, you got the, the people. The people that's around you. It's a lot of people around you to get it going. Now, you don't know how to get subscribers for your YouTube. You have to go to Facebook for that. I did. You hear me? Now, what happened was I went in a book that's called You Subscribe to My Channel, I Subscribe to Your Channel. Let me tell you the good thing and the bad thing about that. First off, I did go in that content creator group, but I didn't get nothing but good 200 subscribers. I got 200 subscribers out of that group, but it was really more. But when you subscribe to their channel, guess what they was doing? They was coming back unsubscribing to your channel. So you got people that you don't even know because you just subscribe. You can't say who unsubscribed to your channel. You can't say that. You hear me? So I found out that some groups are gimmicks too. They'll get you to follow their channel, whatever, and then they'll unfollow your channel soon as you put subscribe because you know you got people that go through their subscriber list. You feel me? Huh? But you do got good groups that you can go in and say whatever you say about yourself and put your link in there to your YouTube channel and just hope that it grow. You know what I'm saying? Sleazy pictures. Like, I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you know? Thank you. I really appreciate that. You hear me, MJ? I really appreciate that. Yeah, you know, so look, when I started uploading in 2015, I started uploading on this because I was uploading on Facebook and them, and I just felt like if I'm going to be a boss and if I'm going to start a business, I should be using this platform too. So I was just uploading on here. I was uploading other people YouTube stuff and that and stuff, not knowing that that shit was a no-no. You hear me? You cannot upload other people content to YouTube, especially if you got it from YouTube. You have to take that piece of content and you have to change it around. You hear me? That's why you see a lot of people just take the whole sound out of people's stuff and they just talk about it and tell you what's going on. You hear me? Because that's the best way to make it your original content. You hear me? Now, you could take my videos and go share them on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and get monetized with them and make good money with them. You hear me? Huh? Only if I don't catch you. But I'm not like that. You hear me? I want you to expose my content. I want you to make money with it if you could. You feel what I'm saying, huh? But you have to be consistent. That's that part. You know, like you got a lot of people that used to getting a lot of likes on Facebook from family and friends. But when you turn your page into a professional dashboard, your algorithm change. You go to a bigger audience. So all your family and friends won't get a chance to see your posts like they did when you had it on a small little network. You hear what I'm telling you? Huh? So you get depressed. You hear me? Huh? Social media can depress you. And I'm talking about not even being a content creator. You can be looking at anything and just trigger something. People passed away, people that said something to you and then just get into a funky depression and then decide that I don't want to do it no more. You're going to have them days. I do. You hear me? You're going to see another content creator, right, that you're going to start off with. You're not going to pay it no attention, but now you is because I just told you. But it's somebody on your TikTok that y'all both have the same amount of followers. Y'all have the same amount of people and y'all doing the same fucking niche. You hear me? And that person is supporting your stuff. And you supporting that person's stuff. You hear me? But soon as that person get in a position to say F you, you won't see that person no more. And not on purpose. Not on purpose. Because I'm telling you as a content creator, sometimes your platform take off to where you moving so fast where you can't go back and get your friends. You can't remember your friends all the time that was on the journey in the beginning with you. You feel me? Because both of y'all platform not going to take off at the same time. You hear me? Huh? See, I got 4 different platforms. Well, maybe 5, 6. I got OnlyFans too. But I can't put my OnlyFans link. I can't put my link tree on into my descriptions of my videos. Because when I put my link tree in there, the computers on my stuff say that I got a link in there that's not appropriate for everybody age limits. So I learned that the hard way. So I don't have my OnlyFans posted everywhere. But I do got OnlyFans because I don't give a fuck. And I got to make money. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And that's what everybody doing. You hear me? I'm talking about everybody doing it. You hear me? It's just that you got to pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that it's people that you would never imagine that's doing it, but we ain't got enough money to pay for their subscriptions. You feel me? Like for right now, I'm on OnlyFans. My subscriptions ain't nothing but $5. You feel me? But my goal is to give them up to 50 to 100. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? So right now, I only got 2 subscribers that pay $5 a month for me to drop my little nasty videos. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing over there. You hear what I'm saying? Social media buzz. I put on my trench coat. And I be over there digging and scandaling and all into them stars shit. And I be cheering and I be talking shit while I'm still half naked too. Y'all feel me? You know, so I'm just telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, that other shit that your girl do. You know what I'm saying? You know, to make money. You know what I'm saying? To make money. Because these people don't know me. You know what I'm saying? They don't know me. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that they money green just like I like to spend. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I know. You feel what I'm saying? Like all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? I had already did things in my life that I couldn't be the president for anyway. Y'all feel what I'm telling y'all? You know what I'm saying? So if you trying to be the president, you trying to, you know what I'm saying, do some things, I don't recommend you go to that platform. But your girl got platforms, you feel me? I did Newsbreak last year. Nope. 2 years. Nope. Newsbreak, I've been on Newsbreak since 2019, but never uploaded. You hear me? So one day I just decided with a friend that I grew with, content created with. Now her platform is bigger than mine, but I still keep up with her because she like a leader. So you have like a leader, you know what I'm saying? But you got to keep up with them, you know what I'm saying? You still got to see what they doing, you know what I'm saying? To mimic some of the stuff they doing to keep up, you feel what I'm saying? So when I got on Newsbreak, I wasn't expecting for my platform to do nothing. I had downplayed it myself. I said social media buzz is not a real news station. Nobody gonna really follow me on this app, you know what I'm saying? And I just so happened to upload one damn video that day, and man, oh man, my station just took off. Newsbreak, following. Matter of fact, I still get it like that. Y'all feel what I'm saying, huh? So you gotta not think with nobody else, and don't think negative about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, like everything is for a reason. And if you want to be a social media creator, it's because it's supposed to be your time. This is something you're supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody can't do it. You feel what I'm saying? It's emotional. It's very depressing. You feel what I'm saying? Very depressing. Especially when you, as a content creator, like for instance, I've been on Facebook, my family and friends who used to support me, I used to get tons of interactions. All of a sudden, I woke up, I had 5,000 plus followers from the 5,000 I had. Then the next day I woke up, I had 2,000 more, and it started coming like that. And then all of a sudden, my friends and my families, they stopped supporting my page. I don't see them no more. They don't come and say hi. They don't do nothing. Like, what happened to my family? What happened to my close net? So you find out that the people that's close to you, too, is not going to just stick around through your whole journey. The people that you expect to support your journey, they just not. And your kids, they don't want your ass to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So don't ever look for them to, you know, to help you support no social media. You know, but once you make it, once you do it and get into the groove, then they'll see your shit a lot different. You feel what I'm saying? I got on TikTok, and TikTok took off really pretty fast. And I didn't know how to do TikTok. When I first started doing TikTok, I didn't have no light. I didn't get cute. Y'all feel me, huh? But that's a must. See, every platform, you got something that you got to do. You got to have a bright light on TikTok. You got to look somewhat decent. Even if your scarf cute, you know. If your scarf ugly, have this part cute. Something. You hear me? Huh? Do the trends. Do the trends. And before you know it, your TikTok will start improving. You hear what I'm saying? It will start improving. You hear me? Why my eyes scaring you? You hear me? Because I'm telling you what it is. You hear me? Huh? If you feel my vibration through this camera, that means you are the one. If you feel some type of tingly feeling and you feel like the ooh, ooh, you are the one. You the one I'm talking to. You the one that's chosen. You the one that got to get up out that fear and get your together. You feel me? See, everybody not going to make you feel that ooh, or that, you know. That's what I want you to. Do you hear me? Get your shit together. We have limited time out here. We don't have that much time. You feel what I'm saying, huh? So, in the meantime, pick a piece of the Epstein file You heard me? And start talking about it on your platform. Just anything. Talk about the fake suicide note. This man didn't have no suicide note. It was just a piece of paper that talked about the conditions of the jail. This man was decoyed and brung out in front of the people. People like to talk about Trump. Talk about how Trump said that he about to stop the Colombians from coming over here selling coca leaf. you know. Jesus sacrificed himself on the cross for your sins. And if you have faith in him, you will receive everlasting life. Without him, you will perish. Amen. Now, that's what Nicki Minaj just said. You hear what I'm saying? She said a Democrat will perish if you vote that way. You feel me? No, I'm just laughing, but it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? But he who not dream, he who not see a future shall perish. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? You must dream. You must see something more bigger than yourself. You must reach for the stars. And let me tell y'all, a lot of people think that you cannot be a millionaire. A lot of people think that you can't be big on social media. You know what I'm saying? But fools go viral on social media all the time. I'm talking about some foolish shit. You hear me? Huh? So don't tell me that you can't be the next one or the next Tasha K or the next Donald Trump or the next Candace Owens. You feel me? Huh? You can be whoever you want to on your platform. You hear me? Because it's your world. You hear me? You build your world. You build the people you want to be around. You hear me? Like my Bama friend. You know what I'm saying? I love my country one-on-one friend. You feel what I'm saying? We never met, but the camera brung us together. The platform brung us together. You feel what I'm saying? And he always remember, like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and share. I always forget to do that because I'm not begging for no attention. I'm not begging for no, y'all understand, right? So a lot of people like to follow me for transparency. I don't, what I'm saying? I'm not fake, and I don't plan on ever being fake. You feel what I'm saying? I always plan on being a genuine, real person that you can get information from to win with. You feel me? To win with. We all supposed to want to see each other win. If we all want to see each other win, y'all, we can all get some of these billionaires' money quietly. You hear me? Without no fuss. You feel me? Huh? Let's just keep it real. I want to know, what's his name? The Cash App Man. Now, I was reading them Epstein files, and this man name looked like the Cash App Man. Do you hear me? So I said I need to come off, and I need to go back and research that, and I don't know why that came up. But I just wanted to let one-on-one know that it's some names in them 350 million pages that I probably ain't gonna never get throughout my life. You hear me? But they saying some names. And Matthew is a name that's used through there, but if I'm not mistaken, when I really read about it, I think it's 3 different Matthews, in that Epstein files that was really, like main characters. You feel what I'm saying? So building your social media platform is you gonna talk about the main character. The main character is you. The main character is you. You can talk about you better than anybody. You can talk about the things you've been through. You can talk about the things your parents. You can talk about that because you know that's what you about. Can't nobody rub that no kind of way. That's what you talk about. You talk about the main character, and that's you. You hear me? Huh? Now you add you a few characters in your story, which is, you know. But your main character is yourself. You know what I'm saying? And people that don't want to hear about the main character, them not your people, no way. You don't want to be around nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? And remember, always try to interact with your audience. When you first start going live, you're not going to want to do that. Just look straight ahead. You know what I'm saying? You going live, just be like, look at yourself. Talk shit to yourself. Don't ever look up there. If you look up there at the number, you gonna get nervous. Don't look at the number. Don't look at who viewing. Just keep talking to yourself. Then you see a little comments, you know what I'm saying, kind of glance at them, you know what I'm saying, and read some every now and then, but, focus on yourself. When you first start going live, focus on yourself, look in the mirror at yourself, you know what I'm saying, and then you can, if you look up there, you gonna get nervous. I'm telling you now, if you look up there, you gonna figure a way to get the fuck off the live. I gotta go, I just hopped on, that's not what I told you. I told you to look straight ahead and enjoy the view of yourself, talking to yourself, you know what I'm saying, get into it, you know what I'm saying, and that's how you do it, you know what I'm saying, that's how you do it. So, anything I wanted to say before I leave here? No, it's not. But what I wanted to let y'all know is that if you do start uploading on YouTube, you probably already uploading on TikTok and all the rest of them platforms. Try to make it a pattern. If you upload on TikTok at 6 a.m., which I try to do, because that's my audience time, 6 a.m. in the morning, and then they come back on around 12, and then they come back on around 6, to 10, okay? So make a consistent pattern with posting every morning, and then you take that, you don't have to take the same post and post it through the whole social media, because people on TikTok not gonna like what you post on Facebook, okay? Most definitely you can't post nothing on TikTok that you're gonna post on Facebook or YouTube. You hear me? So you're gonna have to learn what is good for the platforms. Just because I'm live here, that don't mean that my live gonna be good on Instagram. But 9 times out of 10, if I did this live on my TikTok, I have all kind of gifts. I have all kind of join me's, and it'll be all kind of likes, and it'll be all kind of, stuff going on. Because that's my main audience. That's where I've, built a really massive audience at. You hear me? But TikTok don't want to pay me. They want to disqualify me every time I go live. You hear me? So I stopped messing around with that feature. You hear me? So I go over to Facebook. I can do a live like this, and it'll be banging. But ain't nobody gonna send no gifts. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Facebook, you don't get paid for likes. You get paid for gifts. And them gifts are very hard to get on that platform. You hear me? Huh? So when you go on your platforms, you just mainly be yourself. But you got to know that the conversation ain't the same for everybody. You hear me? YouTube audience mainly want information to help them. They want real information. They don't want you to be coming about talking about I think so and all that. That you can't do that on YouTube. YouTube is a real informational platform. So don't do yourself like that. You hear what I'm saying? Facebook, you can be ratchet. Yeah, Mark started to let you be a little ratchet over there now. You hear what I'm saying? Because Instagram started taking away from Facebook, and TikTok can start taking away, so he let you be a little ratchet over there. You hear what I'm saying? Nah, TikTok changed when President became part of that program. See, we done hack with him and we done made him so bad over there on TikTok, he won't even let us say nothing no more. And our videos get muted, get removed, you get demonetized really quick now on that TikTok platform. So now you know why everything different. Now you know why you not interested in being on TikTok like you used to be. You feel me? I don't have to tell you that. It's something that you already felt from these platforms that I'm telling you about. Everybody going to YouTube because it's an informational platform. And this is where you want to be. You hear me, friend? So when you go live, you just get them good information. You hear me? If you nervous, tell the motherfuckers, I'm nervous hell, but I'm going to still up my life. You know, people don't want you to be fake. You know what I'm saying? They going to know you nervous as anyway because you're going to be messing up. You're going to be skipping words. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to know the next train of thought. It ain't going to make no sense. You know what I'm saying? You know. So you don't have to tell nobody no lie. You hear me? When you building something, just be genuine. You hear me? Just be genuine. So we're going to talk about the Epstein file some more this week. Yeah, we is. You hear me? And we're going to talk about some more other stuff. Like, I want to talk about Ray J. I really feel bad for Ray J. I want to send my prayers out to Ray J family because allegedly Ray J don't have that much longer to be here. Now, I don't understand how did Ray J become this paralegion and how he becomes so sworn in with this sickness that he's about to be shriveled up and gone. I know death, y'all, and I know that we ain't got no say-so on how he come get us or when we get sick. You hear me? But it's mighty funny that he was speaking up on them peoples before he done took a drastic turn for the worse. Y'all feel me? And remember, y'all, Ray J also put allegations that Brandy and Jay-Z was, okay? And that's all allegedly, Jay-Z. I'm just repeat what I heard. You hear me, So, y'all, this man was healthy. He was just checking Beyonce and Jay-Z for not stopping by to say hi to Brandy when they was in the building to say hi to Monica. Y'all hear me, And then all of a sudden, Ray J just dropped. You hear me? And don't look like he gonna never talk again. Don't never look like we gonna hear from another live stream from him again. And I thought that he was a cornball, but I never wished this on him. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I never wished this on him. Y'all feel me, Yeah? You know what I'm saying, friend? That ain't kind of fishy, friend. That's all fish. You hear what I'm telling you? I'm a big fish. So I know it's fishy. You hear what I'm saying? That's a stale smell right there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, friend, for real, you know? And I think it's sad that, you know, people can eliminate the people that they need to eliminate to keep their empire. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be really sad. And then if y'all go read it, go watch that video that I dropped. It's Bella. She is a big psych, you know, whatever, psych. And she said that Jay-Z was going to have a downfall. She's saying it was going to take about 3 years before they really get him. You hear what I'm telling y'all, He served over some papers, too. He hit a lot of people with some papers to quit speaking up against him. You hear what I'm saying, So she's saying that he's still connected. Yeah, he's still connected to that hierarchy. That's what she said. You hear me, So somehow him and that hierarchy going to pop a loose in these next 2 years, and then they're going to be able to get him. You hear what I'm saying? Because, see, if you done messed around with my children, and I'm not talking about my children, period. I'm talking about with the kids that I have wanted so much to be able to protect in everybody's houses. They got dirty granddaddies, uncles, even dirty mamas. I think that you should pay for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't no reason why for you to have that much money when you couldn't go get your sick shit on with a grown ass woman. You hear what I'm saying, huh? It's a lot of women, y'all, that will put 2 ponytails in their hair and act like you want them to act. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You know, so you can do money. But if you doing sick shit, it's because you already was sick. And you already wanted to do it. You feel what I'm saying, huh? But ain't no way this man got all them allegations. Nah, fuck that. And he not guilty of nothing. Y'all, he got out that stuff. For real, friend. Look, this man was accused with Diddy. With the 17-year-old girl here in Michigan. Yeah. All of a sudden, she had amnesia. She done forgotten, and she don't really know. I'm from Detroit. If you was traumatized at 17, you remember how they smelled, you remember how they looked when they came in, what kind of gym shoes they had on. I'm telling y'all what I know. You hear me? Huh? So he been getting to people for a long time. And then he also got to that young lady. Remember the young lady that said that happened to her after the MTV Awards or MV, whatever that awards, that the 13-year-old allegedly said to Jay-Z, and Diddy got down to her. Remember? She just stopped coming to court. She disappeared. Now, if Tasha K is lying about Jay-Z being a billionaire, why the fuck did he just sue this young man that's seeking out legal representation to see if he his father? You don't have no remorse for this young man? First off, that you wouldn't even take the test. For real. You hear me? Huh? But I know on welfare, you got to take a test or take your ass to jail. I'm just saying, like, ain't that how it go? You know, ain't you forced to tell on the baby daddy and what house he live in to get child support when you get welfare? You hear what I'm telling y'all? Huh? So, he countersued these people for $120,000. And he ain't broke. He don't need money. Y'all didn't see Cardi B sue she didn't sue the security guard. She won the case, but she didn't sue her. Y'all understand what I'm saying? She didn't try to take no money from the person that ain't got no money. You hear me? Why Jay-Z won't take the test? That's another thing. But then you gonna take the young man that really believed that you his father and he can't find out? You gonna sue his family and take their little couple of dollars knowing they ain't got no goddamn money? Huh, y'all? So, it's something wrong with that. And Tasha K said that Jay-Z people called her and said that he had borrowed money from that house that they in to buy another house in the UK. Now, why would Jay-Z want to go to the UK? Go look it up. Go look it up. He would not face no type of legal consequences here if he become a resident over in the UK. You hear me? Huh? Huh? But this is what I'm saying. Beyonce and Jay-Z got all these friends. And you mean to tell me Jay-Z ain't got one friend that will sneak and buy them a house? I'm thinking a whole lot of shit wrong with that man then. Y'all understand? If I'm Jay-Z or I'm Beyonce, one of my friends better buy me a damn house. Especially if I'm facing some type of financial goddamn fuck up and I don't want the world to know. That means they ain't got good friends. They don't have good friends if you are facing bankruptcy or some type of shit going on with your money. You can't get nobody to invest in your casino? Why not? Because you got to do a lot of blackmailing. You got to be a dirty man. Now, we ain't never heard nothing about Nas. No bad shit about Nas. Not even through the woman the woman he's still with. Matter of fact, even when Nas played in movies, he was a good person. Even when he was trying to be bad. Y'all hear me? So we know who really got money in the bank, and we know who don't. Jay-Z is worth 1.5 something billion dollars. He worth 75 million. But guess what? He got a casino. Hey, Callie. Callie in the house. Hey, Callie in the house. Look. I'm just saying, friend. It's not adding up. It's not adding up. Now, I don't know when the last time you bought a Jay-Z tape. But I'm going to tell you when the last time I bought one. It was in 2006. 2006 was the last time. And matter of fact, it was a bootleg one. And I think it was called The Blueprint, right? Wasn't the Blueprint? Didn't the Blueprint come out in 2006? Ain't that the name of it, y'all?
2001.
2001, right?
It came out the same day the towers went down.
Okay. Yeah, 99 problems. You hear me? But I should have known. Doug know. You hear me? But that's been the last time that I've been excited to get something Jay-Z dropping. You hear me? Even 50 Cent. I love 50 Cent, but he ain't making music like that no more. Not for us. Not for us to be getting the line or going. Y'all understand? Like 50 Cent can come to Michigan right now, and that ain't nothing I'm trying to get no concert, no ticket to go see. When Beyonce came to Michigan, I wasn't trying to get down there, and it stormed. And she was outside, and it rained and stormed, and you should have heard some of the heckling in the streets talking about she brung that portal and opened it up in Detroit. It was a lot of shit happened that day when Beyonce came and did her show. Y'all feel me, huh? But if Boosie came to Detroit, I try to set it off. Y'all motherfuckers say, you feel me? Huh? I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, people is handlers. Handlers make money. Yeah, you hear me? But they don't sell records no more. They just don't. But they do handle money, but they just not handling their business no more. You feel what I'm saying? And all the people that is handlers that we know of, and if you watch that video, they name a few handlers like Justin Bieber, Britney Spears. All of them they not washed up, but it ain't nobody that we, trying to do news on. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? Look, when him and Beyonce came out with that Me and My Boyfriend, was that Me and My Girlfriend Bonnie and Clyde. That
was on Machiavelli.
That was on Machiavelli? Okay, but what about Bonnie and Clyde? What about Beyonce and them? Wasn't that Bonnie and Clyde?
Yeah.
That's what put them on the map with me as a couple. And I don't know who did that market strategy right there. But that's what put Beyonce on the map with us. Y'all feel me, huh? Now, she was already on the map with Destiny Child, but I wasn't really a Destiny Child fan. I'ma just keep it real. It wasn't. I go back Kelly Rowland stuff right now today before I go back Beyonce. You hear me? I love me some Kelly Rowland. You hear what I'm telling you? But I didn't understand how did Beyonce become the biggest battle, the biggest bitch of all bosses when she left that group. You know what I'm saying? I thought Latoya, what's her name? Latoya, right?
Latoya Lucky.
Yeah, I thought that her voice was more beautiful than hers, but maybe I'm just tripping. You know what I'm saying? But remember, she got allegations too with that couple. Y'all heard me? Huh? She say that couple ain't what we think it is. You hear what I'm saying? She said that couple is what helped her fuck her career up. You hear me? But if you think about it, Callie catered to Beyonce. She kissed that girl butt even on live. We seen it. Haven't y'all seen it? Huh? Huh? So you gotta be a butt kisser. You gotta, and see, I don't kiss ass or nothing, so I'm gonna always be in my own lane, which is social media buzz. You feel what I'm saying? I can't even collaborate with nobody. I done tried to collaborate with people. I done did everything YouTube have emailed and gave me ideas to do to make my channel bigger. But Tasha K don't see the potential in my little station yet. But I'm on my way, girl. You hear me? Kiki Palmer, she don't see the potential in my little podcast yet. But it's on the way, girl. Messy, Teapot, and Peapot, and all the people that I done tried to reach out to and learn from or to communicate with. Because, see, you're supposed to collaborate with them people. Because when you collaborate with them people, they'll help you get followers. They help you get subscribers. You hear me? People selfish. Content creators are selfish. They don't want to see you win. It's like a crab in a bucket. They want to see you stay at the bottom. You hear me? So I decided that my energy is a little bit more different than other content creators. I'm going to make sure you win. And we going to fight together to make sure you win. And I'm going to lose a lot of energy and a lot of battles along the way to make sure we all win over here. You feel what I'm saying, huh? For real. I had to let a lot of people go. I had to let go Judy and the Brat. I had to let go a lot of people. What about Sha'Carri Richardson? I like that girl. And she young. And she gonna make bad mistakes. Cause she young.
She just got caught speeding.
I know, but she do dumb stuff. She do dumb stuff. And see, that's from being around. Now, I ain't trying to be funny. Being raised by grandmama. See? Grandmama in the letter, you know what I'm saying? Do what she want to do. Say what she want to say. Make her think she really smart. Now she fucking up. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Now she fucking up. You know what I'm saying? She want to get grown. That's what happens. She ain't got grown. She ain't listening to nobody no more. Y'all feel me, huh? So, yeah, of course, that she's going to have her downfall because, see, when she got caught with that marijuana in her system, and I didn't get mad at her about that because she young. And I commend her on even being tough, being around some of these low-life friends, knowing that they smoking weed around her, knowing that this is not her lifestyle. But you can't tell your kids that. You have to tell your kids flat out, get you new friends that do what you do so you can feel better about yourself. So before I leave here, get people around you to make you feel better about yourself. If you trying to be a creator, do it. Be around people that's going to encourage you, going to influence you to do better, to put out good content, bad content. Because content is content. There's no such thing as good and bad. If you think it's good, I think it's beautiful. You hear what I'm telling you? Huh? Don't worry about the other people. Don't worry about that. Get your life together. You hear me? This how I do with Doug. You see, I keep looking at, I be like this with Doug. He be talking shit, I be like, then sometimes I, fuck you, think you know. But if you want to be like me, sometimes you can do that too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't recommend it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on up out of here. It's a school day, and I want to take me a nap. I wanna be more intentional on taking care of myself, cause I seen 2 people that my mama loved pass away and 1 day apart. And I don't think they was taking care of themselves properly. I don't think they was going to get checkups regularly. So do that. Don't be scared. Don't lie to your damn doctor. He ain't nobody lied for. Who is he to lie to? You lie to him and give you something to kill you. You hear me? Go to the doctor. Find out what's wrong with you. And if you don't want to take the medicine, find out something else that you can help yourself with. I was just telling my friend, get some herbs. When I get my herbs in the mail, I'm going to show y'all. I'm getting the bitter leaves, I'm getting the sour leaf, and I'm getting the mullein. The mullein. You hear me? For the respiratory and stuff. You hear me? So we're going to do herbs this year. We're gonna do stuff. With that said and done,